who go to paradise will be inherited by the people who go to hell, and vice versa. And to show you that I'm not making this up, we take the commentary of these hadith from our scholars, not you. Imam al-Nawawi, one of our famous muhaddithin, says this means that Allah has created dwellings in paradise and in hell for all people. Whoever obeys Allah and attains happiness, he will enter his dwelling in paradise, and the dwellings in hell that were meant for him will be inherited by the people of hell. And whoever disbelieves and is destined for wretchedness, he will enter his dwelling in hell, and the people of paradise will inherit his place in paradise. This is the meaning of Allah's words. These are the inheritors who will enter paradise. Quran chapter 23, verses 10 through 11. So I hope that everybody was listening. I don't really care for your rebuttal, but you can at this point. I've explained the hadith in full. Go ahead.
Thanks. We can't hear you, Chachi. I think you muted yourself.
Thank you, brother, for clarifying the hadiths, because I lack the knowledge, but now I can cook him on the Bible again.
Wait, I got to respond to him.
Oh, you wanted to respond. Okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I mean he made his situation worse and he doesn't know it. Or maybe he does know it and that's why he said he doesn't care for my response. So after all that, this is what you did. Instead of dealing with the hadith that I was talking about, you went to another hadith and then went to a Quran verse that has nothing to do with the hadith I was talking about. And then you gave us commentary from Nawawi on a different hadith other than the one I was talking about.
You said it was a different hadith.
Oh no, this one was a different hadith where it talks about those will feel like those are going to feel paradise and feel hell. That's a different hadith. It's not the same hadith I'm talking about, and he knows that. And then he quoted Nawawi. Now this is where you cut yourself by quoting Nawawi, because what Nawawi says regarding the hadith I'm talking about, he affirms that the Jews and Christians are going to take the place of Muslims in hell. And he says, why? Because they deserve it. Because they're disbelievers and they associated partners with Allah. So they deserve this. So Al-Nawawi, your commentator that you appealed to, just affirmed what I've been saying and says we deserve it. You didn't even know that she was quoting the dude that was going to kill you, man. So on top of that, notice the reason why the Muslims are, he said that some Muslims are going to be punished, so some of them are going to be in hell, and then they're going to be taken out and then replaced by the Jews and Christians. Cool. Why? What is the rescue? Here's my question. What is the rescue of the Muslims? Why is it that they're being released from hell? Is it because of their own deeds? Is it because of Allah's justice? No, not at all. Matter of fact, you have a hadith Qudsi that says that the mercy of Allah to these Muslims who are being punished in hell is that he's taking them out, replacing them with the Jews and Christians. We are Allah's mercy to you. We are your saviors.
Thank you.
We are your ransom.
Thank you.
So to cap this all, so to cap this all off, the Muslims are hypocritical when they try to come to us and say, oh, it's not fair that Jesus dies for our sins. He's innocent. He's a prophet of God. Why would God put sins on someone else? And he's unwilling. Well, this is exactly what your Allah does, according to Muhammad.
Okay. Avery was.
Are you done?
I was gonna say something. That's not the only argument against the crucifixion of Jesus. Elijah was sent as a prophet to the worshippers of Baal and told them, hey, don't sacrifice your sons. And where's your God? Is he pooping? Is he taking a nap? Like clarifying that, oh, your God is non-existent or a man, right? And so we see in the New Testament, the same God that told them not to sacrifice their sons sacrifices his own. So how does that make any sense? It's kind of hypocritical, don't you think? If you're accusing us of hypocrisy, look at your own Bible. Hello?
Wait, what about the Bible you said?
Brother, didn't Elijah get sent to the worshippers of Baal to be like, hey, don't sacrifice your sons, right?
You got to bring up the verse for me. I'm not.
I don't have the iPad. 1 second.
All right, so while the sister's looking that up, I just want to say to the audience listening that just because you sound passionate about what you're saying doesn't mean that you're actually saying what is correct. One of the things that you did was to say it as though I didn't say that, but Imam Nawawi said exactly what I said, but I actually read his quote, whereas you didn't. You didn't read it. You just made up something. You didn't read a quote from Imam Nawawi. This is just an untruth. You're just making up things. But actually, I actually read a quote from Imam Nawawi, and it is from his explanation of Sahih Muslim, that is number 3/36 through 37. You haven't mentioned anything from Imam Nawawi. You just made up whatever you just said, or you added to what I had already said about Imam Nawawi, as if people wouldn't notice. And because you are who you are, people generally just think you're telling the truth or that you're doing something by the tone of your voice. But that doesn't fool me, not even in the least. So I'm done with that. I'm done with that argument. I've already clarified that this is the same hadith, in fact. But just to put the cherry on top, I will, because you asked me the question, only because you asked me the question, I will respond to you. You asked, what is the rescue? Everybody heard you ask. I will mention again Imam Nawawi from his sharh, from his explanation, where he talks about this rescue. He says, rahimahullah, the rescue, the ikhraj in Arabic as it's called, here refers to those Muslims who entered the fire due to their sins, but were not eternally condemned. Just like the brother Muhiddin had already previously said. They are rescued by the intercession, shafa'ah, not of the Christian. Imam Nawawi doesn't mention that. He says they are rescued by the intercession, shafa'ah, of the Prophet. Subhanallah. Not a Christian, not a Jew. I thought they were the rescue. What happened? Imam Nawawi says they are rescued by the intercession, shafa'ah, of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or directly by Allah's mercy. Their rescue powers, that their rescue proves, that no believer will remain in hell forever. Shut the door. Do you have another question about Islam, or shall we move on to Christianity?
It sounds like you're saying that Muhammad's a liar. So
you can say whatever you like.
Thank you, I appreciate it. So let me just say what I'm about to say here. So this is Nawawi. You said that I lied and just said untruths. So let me just quote it. Matter of fact, let me not even do it like this. I like one of these days, Creed, you're gonna learn to stop challenging me, man. One of these days. So let me just go ahead and show y'all what Nawawi says about the hadith I'm talking about. Y'all see this? Nawawi said, ransom means salvation and sacrifice. What? So we are your ransom, we are your salvation and the sacrifice to get you
I'm looking
out.
for the word Christian.
Oh no, excuse me. Wait a second.
Can you read the whole thing?
Wait a second, Habibi.
I'm just asking you to show everything.
I didn't interrupt you, General Creed.
Habibi, can you show us?
General Creed, Aki, Ankh, I didn't interrupt you, right? I let you go.
Tafadhal.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So,
show us all though.
According to Nawawi, we are your salvation and sacrifice. That's what we are. We're your saviors. You need to have more respect for us. You better start respecting us. Now, watch what else he says. What does hadith mean?
Can I ask a clarifying question, please?
Well, hold on a second. Guys, I just want to ask
a clarifying question.
Not yet. Let me read what he says. Please, let me read what he says.
Please. I just have a clarifying question before you continue, if that's okay.
That's not okay right now. I
Why
respect.
not? Because
I
I'm not
respect
going to understand what you're saying. Are you talking to me or are you talking to the audience? I want to
talking to the
understand
audience.
what you're saying.
I'm talking to the audience.
Okay, I'll be quiet then. You're not talking to me.
Okay. So this is what he continues to say. What this hadith means is that which is mentioned in the hadith of Abu Huraira. Everyone has an abode in paradise and an abode in hell. If the believer enters paradise, the disbeliever in hell will take his place because he deserves that due to his disbelief. What is meant by the words your ransom from the fire is that you were exposed to the risks of entering the fire. You were exposed of the risks of entering the fire, and this is your ransom. Allah, may he be exalted, decreed a number for it to fill it. Because the disbelievers will enter it, because of their disbelief in sin, they will become like ransoms for the Muslims. So notice, all of this has to do with not only Allah's promise to fill paradise and fill hell, but the reason why this is happening is because we're disbelievers in Islam. And so we are your salvation and sacrifice, your ransom for the Muslims out of the hellfire.
Got it. All right. So basically, you cooked yourself by showing us your proof. The hadith, the explanation of the hadith in which you read said exactly what I just read. So thank you so much. Oh, Habibi, you interrupting me now.
Why did you forget
Habibi, stop interrupting me, Habibi.
Yeah, go ahead.
You just cooked yourself because exactly what you just read is exactly what I explained. Thank you so much. I don't even have to rebuttal. You rebutted and cooked yourself. So thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Avery. Can we move on now?
No, because look, that was what happened, Creed. You said that I lied. You said that I wasn't telling the truth about what we said. And so when we go to the commentary, he actually said exactly what I said he said. You said I was wrong about that. And by the way, you left out the part where he says that we are your salvation and sacrifice, bro. Why'd you leave that out?
Everybody saw what was on your screen, and I'm so happy you showed it. Can we move on now?
Wait, we'll move on once you concede that we are your sacrifice and your salvation. You concede?
Sure, whatever you want me to concede to. We've already seen what was on your screen. We've already seen what was on your screen. That's enough for me. So
very good. So with that concession, I think this is a good place for us to go ahead and wrap. Salam alaikum to all my homies in the chat. And to Uncle Creed, man. You know I love you, man.
Nephew, you the ball, nephew. You the ball. All right, man. Get out of here, man. Tell the word. Tell the word to take me off block. One of his moderators blocked me because I be trolling. You know I be trolling. So tell him to stop blocking me, man.
If you're live today, I'll come by your live.
All right.
See you later, Chachi. Take care.